Hey everyone, RogueGold here. Welcome back to the Division 2. Today, the Division 2 team went live to preview all things with the Brooklyn Celebration event, which is beginning tomorrow, May 21st. And while this was a relatively short dev stream, meaning this will likely be a short recap video, they packed a lot of information in, talking about the new event rewards, the new event gameplay, giving us a few teasers about next week's Climax Mission, and more. So let's just get right to it. As you can see, we were joined by Leo and Anais, two of our community developers, and they jumped straight into the news. So the Brooklyn event, the trailer will be playing on screen here. There are three primary components to the event. Firstly, you have the event pass. This is the same format that we've seen previously used for like the Payday collaboration or the Rainbow Six Siege collab. And so in this limited time pass, there will be 4 rewards, including a cleaner boss, Danvers, an LMB boss, and the Rat Queen, all based around Brooklyn. In addition, we have a brand new global event, which we will get into. There is also going to be a brand new Hunter and Hunter puzzle within Brooklyn. That's very exciting, and we'll talk more about that in a bit. And then finally, there are some new Twitch drops, which we will go over. So at this point, they were joined by Claudio from the Bucharest team to talk more about the event. He said his area of expertise on the team is in progression, rewards, and economy. So to get into the details, starting with the event pass, this is going to cost the exact same as past event passes have, which is 1,000 premium credits. And they clarified that the Rat Queen and Danvers outfits are the two that are going to be on the free track, accessible to everybody, whereas the Cleaner and LMB bosses outfits will be on the paid side. This time you can progress the event pass through 2 different ways. Firstly, you can of course just use season XP as per usual, or by earning stars from the new global event, which we'll talk about, that will also progress your event pass. So let's talk about that next, but it is important to clarify that there is a bit of a staggered release of these things. So the new event pass with these new outfit rewards begins tomorrow on the 21st, whereas this global event does not kick in until Tuesday. But once they're live, all of these things will then run through June 4th. So, the new global event is going to be called Corrosive Shell, and here is the gist. While you have this on, you'll find enemies that have this purple aura around them, and that makes them resistant to damage. Not completely, but they will take a greatly reduced amount of damage. The weakness for this shield is status effects. If you apply statuses to these enemies, it causes this shield to burst out in an AoE. Enemies inflicted by that blast will be immobilized as they burn for several seconds and try and pat that off of themselves. Try not to get caught in it yourself, as that will apply the purple flame corrosion mechanic from Brooklyn to you. However, if you eliminate these enemies while that shield is broken, you earn a buff called Corrosive Momentum, and this grants you increased damage, rate of fire, reload speed, and additional status effect potency. Now that shield, right, the Corrosive Shell, will reapply to enemies if you do not eliminate them within the window that their shield is first broken, but the team noted that this then does allow you to reapply the buff, which has about a 20-second duration. As like any global event, this will come with its own dedicated reward track, which can be progressed by earning stars. Stars are earned either when you rank up your shade level or by completing global event challenges, of which, yes, there will be new ones for this Corrosive Shell. And they said the notable rewards on this track are, of course, the usual exotic cash, but then also a new mask called the Corroded Mask, which will be available at tier 10. So that was all of the information given to us by Claudio. He then paged out. But in relation to this Brooklyn event, they finally talked about the new Hunter, which is going to be called the Phoenix Hunter. Now, like the global event, this will not appear in-game until this coming Tuesday, the 26th. However, they did note that this is a permanent edition. This is not a limited time feature just for this event. And it sounds like this is just going to be basically a 9th Hunter within Brooklyn. It's going to require some sort of puzzle and riddles to be solved to spawn him, just like all of the rest. But once we do figure that out, the reward is this Molten Hunter mask, which I've got to say, hot damn, I need that thing. So very much looking forward to that. Finally, related to the event, they talked about the new round of Twitch drops coming in. These are going to be live starting tomorrow, May 21st, for 1 week through the 28th. We will have these ourselves live over on Twitch in case you want to tune in tomorrow at twitch.tv/rogue_gold. But the rewards for this, as you can see, are 2 arm patches, 1 weapon skin, and 1 named an exotic cache. Before closing out, they gave us a short reminder and refresh on the Climax mission that we also have coming our way. This also drops on Tuesday, so big content day coming up. But they said that the Black Tusk have been attacking the city throughout the season. We've heard that in these various comms, so it's time to find out what they've been up to. And they highlighted the pinnacle reward for this new finale mission, that being the Whiplash exotic pistol. This is the first time that we are seeing its finished model in-game, which I think looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a DARPA prototype look. This has the exact same drop structure as all past finale exotics have, where you have increasing drop chances the higher difficulty you play on, and then it will be a guaranteed reward for the first time that you clear master difficulty. They highlighted its talent, which we did have access to back on the PTS for this season, but in case you've forgotten, you can prime this weapon, much like the Agitator exotic AR, and once you then draw it, it will reload your primary and secondary weapons, as well as giving this item a buff of 20% rate of fire and 50% damage. It is going to be hard to give up the quick step to use this, the devs even mentioned that in the stream, but I'm looking forward to seeing if this can fit in well to any builds. So that was the majority of the information given. A few final notes at the end. They did say that the Brooklyn DLC will be going on sale for the duration of this event. They recapped all of the dates one final time because again, this is seeing somewhat of a staggered release. So the event pass and the Twitch drops both come out tomorrow, whereas all other things that we talked about, whether it be the global event, the new Hunter, and the Climax Mission, all then release this coming Tuesday, the 26th. Everything then expires on June 4th, save for, of course, the Climax Mission and the new Brooklyn Phoenix Hunter. And then finally, they noted that Year 8 Season 2 is on the upcoming horizon, so they said that a Year 8 Season 2 PTS dev stream is happening, quote, very soon. Very soon makes it sound like it's going to be this week, but probably next week, maybe? I don't know, but busy times ahead. Well, there you have it, everybody. That is the full recap for today's dev stream. Like I said, relatively short, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I delivered this recap video, given all of the pertinent information to the new event. I'm relieved to see that there is more to this than just an event pass. Some people were growing worried that it was just going to be new cosmetics, but an all-new global event, an all-new Hunter, that is definitely what I'm the most excited for. And so yeah, stay tuned for guides and follow-up videos on all of these things coming soon. And no mention of the Caduceus in this stream. We definitely thought that was going to be tied to the Brooklyn event given the Division 1 connections, but we will just have to wait and see where this new exotic AR pops up. I'm very curious to find out. Any thoughts, follow-up questions, whatever from this video, leave it down below. I'll do my very best to read through and respond as always. But thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you back soon. RogueGold. Ow. Oh! We just got a Ravenous! Haha! I might not be friendly. Let's go.
Coming to the Division 2.
Let's go!
And